Hey guys, 03, 05, 04, 25. You guessed it, I'm going to try to get at least one of the two on the way back to the geomobile. It's only 212 meters from here. But again, you saw the trails yesterday. If you didn't go back and watch, well, I don't know when you're seeing this. You should watch all my videos in order. Go back and watch the video that posted before this. It'll be sequential in number, and you'll see the winding trails that I'm out on. So I'm not going to go back the way I came. I think if I keep going this way on the trail, it'll loop back and take me on a different trail back that has these other two caches on it. And like I said, I'm going to attempt the one. It doesn't look too far off the trail, and I'm not sure about the second one because it may be a bit of a distance off, and I'm running out of time. But anyway, let's go find it. Okay, so I checked the GPS, and the numbers were going down, and then they started going up, and I was like, oh, I'm going the wrong way. So I turned around and started heading back, and they were going up again. So it seems like I either got to keep on the trail and hope it winds back, or do a bit of bushwhacking. It says I'm 80 meters from the cache. So because it's getting late, I think I'll head through the bush. No, let me read the description first. I'll be right back. Decided by the time I got the app to load, I could be at the cache, so I just went straight across. Do you call it bushwhacking if there's not really any bush? Anyway, I think this is what I'm looking for, going by the name of the cache. Turning around, let you see what I'm looking at, but I don't see a cache yet. Right here. I don't know the size of the cache. I just know the name. I didn't end up looking it up. Or the difficulty or terrain rating. Hope it's not up the tree. Okay, let me look up some information. I'll be right back. So previous logs, the description, and I checked the hint was suggested as this tree, and I'm at 1 meter, but I can't find it in any of the holes on it, so I don't know if it's fallen down. It was last found in January. I've checked the ground, but it also could be on this tree, which may have been standing when it was hidden, and could have fallen since the winter, so it could be on the bottom of that. I think I showed you guys already. This thing looks like it's fallen over fairly recently. So I've checked all the holes I can see. I'm gonna reach underneath and see if I can feel anything under there, because this may have been standing in January. But I'll let you know what I discover. I dug around and felt in any holes that I could feel there. I couldn't feel anything. Could still be in it, and it might still be in this one. But I looked in with my flashlight, couldn't see anything. Hopefully it's not right in my face. It says it's winter friendly, and it says no tree climbing required. But anyway, I gotta get moving. So it seems that I have to at least attempt the other one, since I did not find this one. So yeah, let me figure out which way is back to the trail. I see a ribbon over there, maybe it's that way. And let's log this one in as a DNF as soon as I'm sure I'm not looking anymore. And we'll get heading off to the next one. Let's go find it. Okay, I did log a DNF on that one. I think I'm heading back towards the trail. I was trying to use the app, and it kept spinning and sending me two different directions. So I think the trail came across up there. I'll show you. I think I was up there and went down the trail and then bushwhacked over here. You can see the road over there. And this sort of looks like a trail here. So I'm gonna see if I can figure that out on the map, on the app. Before, oh, there's possibly a trail over there. Anyway, I'll see if it'll tell me where I am now before I head the wrong direction. There's definitely something going on with the app because it was just showing me in two different positions on the map. With the blue arrow, I was in two different spots on the map. But so I just decided to head over to this trail that I can see, which now I see leads to a main trail. And I was at 188. Now I'm at 152. So I must be heading in the right direction somewhat anyway. I'll figure out which way on this main trail I should be going. I think I came from that way. So I think I want to go this way. But it's probably the wrong choice. It's now showing me 3 arrows on the map. I'll try to take a screenshot and show you. But anyway, we'll continue this way. All that time finding the trail, and I left it again. I'm about 60 meters from the cache, and I'm glad I have my rubber boots on now. I'll turn around and let you see what I'm looking at. Bit of a swampy wasteland here. Not sure what size container I'm looking for. That stump looks suspicious, but I think it's farther, or not as far, not 60 meters away. Anyway, I'll look up some info before I get heading off into that stuff. Oh, this one has 4 DNFs on it. 4 DNFs, and I'm 66 meters, so somehow I got farther away from the cache. Okay, I'll figure out where I'm going. I'll bring you guys back when I get to the cache, or the ground zero, where there might not be a cache. I just fought my way all the way through that stuff. I was at 50 meters or so before I started into it. And in the middle of it, I was at 30 something, and now I'm at 53. So, I don't know if it's in the middle of that or not in there at all. But anyway, I guess I'll head back that way. 52, it went down. So anyway, I'll bring you back when I don't know when I'll bring you back. Okay, I'm now at 1 meter, and I'll turn around and let you see where all the fallen trees are that I went through. I did not need to whatsoever. Well, I don't know, I haven't found the cache yet. Maybe I did. All that stuff over there. Talked to you first over there. I went through all that stuff. And then I was at 50 meters over there. Now I'm over here. And I think the trail is over that way. But I'm not seeing... I did read the hint. Maybe it's right there. Could be right there. Okay, I'm gonna go have a look. I'm gonna look around and then I'll bring you guys back when I find it or have an update or something. Well, I just read the hint and I'm not seeing anything that matches the hint. There are a lot of trees down. Now that I've read the hint, I'm gonna look around a little bit more, but I don't think it's here, at least not where my GPS says here is. I did look at a couple other spots, but I'll re-look now that I have the hint. But yeah, it looks like 2 DNFs for today. But anyway, I'll see what time I get close to home. Maybe I'll check on that. Check on one of my caches that got a DNF. Make sure it's still there. But I'll see. It all depends. Once I get back to the Geomobile, I got like a 45-minute drive home. So I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how long I spend here. Be back in a second. Okay, a smart thing to do would be to give up. So the hint was shoulder height in a tiny hole that an owl might use or something like that. And then I looked at pictures and I see this tree in front of me and this one. I'll let you see. This tree is in a picture and possibly this one. It's hard to tell. But those holes are smaller than what the cache looks like. So I dug all around on the ground in case it was around here. And just before I gave up, I found that. Let's get it out, sign the log. Log is signed. Look at the two names above me. Anyway, so this is definitely the container, but I don't know how to re-hide it and match the description of the hide, because I don't know where it was. It was shoulder height in a hole, and none of these trees have a hole shoulder height except for that one. It's too small to fit that container in it, and I've seen this container in pictures, so I don't know. There must have been a dead log here at one point in time that maybe the previous DNFs, when they were looking for stuff, it got moved. There's a couple logs here. Maybe one of them has a hollow end. I'll check that. Maybe this tree stuck out through there. That's possible. I'll check the ends of those. Okay, yeah, found a log that was hollow. I'm guessing that this thing was one piece at one time that went through here somehow. Anyway, now it's back my shoulder height anyway. Well, I guess it depends on where you stand on the hill. It could be anybody's shoulder height, but see down here, it's taller. Anyway, I think that, I don't know, I'll write about it in my log and what I did, and CEO can check on it, but at least we're not ending on a DNF. I don't know, watch to the very end. Maybe I'll put my cash maintenance on this, but I don't know. It's going to be, I got to find the trail now. And actually I think I see the building where I parked at. So worst case scenario, I just bushwhack straight across there and I'll run into a fence. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Okay, I made it. There's 2 logs. One of the logs said there's 5 of them looking for it, and one of them had previously found it. So maybe it is missing, and I just realized I don't have a replacement with me. So I may have to disable it till I get out to replace it. But it looks like there's bugs out there, so let's make it quick. Let's go check on this. Okay, let's see. I can't see in the screen, so you have to feel it. Should be up in there. I think it's right there. Let me check. Nope, it is missing. This is the second time this one's gone missing. One of them, they logged that they dropped it in over the top, which you'd have to really be pushing on it to get it to fit through there. It doesn't fit. So I don't know if I have to put a slightly bigger container back so that it can't fall through there. But I'll have to come back with one of my scopes and see if that's where they actually are, or if somebody's just taking them. But anyway, I'll have to disable this one temporarily before I can get it replaced. But thanks for watching. See you next time. Okay, it wasn't dark yet, so I ran home and grabbed a replacement. Okay, it's put back there. When it's in the right spot, you should be able to see it somewhere along here to give a hint so they can find it. Okay, I think that's it this time. I hadn't planned on coming back out, but I figure I might as well get it done. Thanks for watching. See you next time.